Hey guys, I'm gonna let y'all get here. Normally I'm late. Well, I guess I might have been a minute late. So while I'm waiting for everybody to get in here, I'm gonna play with this computer. It's been so long, I almost forgot how to do this. It's a little ridiculous. Hey Karen Spence, how are you? Did you have a good Christmas? I had a lot to be grateful for. We have a roof over our head. We had a nice dinner. Everybody's healthy. And I think that's the main thing, in my opinion. Tonight I'm going to be, yeah, funny you said amen, because tonight I'm going to do a little preaching. Because even though we were supposed to be celebrating the life of Jesus Christ yesterday, there were some YouTubers who would rather pick on each other. And I don't understand it. So far, it's just me and you that I know of. I guess I can check. Oh, it says there's 6 of us in here, but Karen, I only see you. I guess that's because you're, and Linda. Hi, Linda. I guess that's because you're the two commenting. So, I guess I can go ahead and get started with preach it, sister. Well, this is my first spiritual Sunday, and I was kind of planning on it being more of a spiritual in the realm of my abilities, but I think it's kind of important right now. Um, at least this is what I got today, was a more of a religious feeling. And even though I am a psychic and everybody knows it, I believe in God, and Jesus is my Savior. I have been born again. I have been baptized. I have been blessed in so many ways. Most of my life, I have been not real financially well off, I guess I could say. But I have more than I need. Way more. And I was just so surprised that there was so much going on yesterday. And I just got this feeling that I needed to talk about what this is supposed to be about. It's not about where we live, what we drive, how much money we have, how many subscribers we have, because we can have 10 or 10,000. But what matters is whose lives that we can touch, whose lives we can make better by being creators. We're all the same. We're all built the same. Well, we come from the same cloth, okay? We come from the same God. If you don't believe in it, I will pray for your soul. Because everything that goes on happens for a reason. And I hear when I preach is, well, if there was a God, why would he allow children to die? And I say to them, everybody had a purpose before we were sent here. Every one of us. And God gives every one of us a choice. You want to be a good person? You want to be a bad person? Okay, but what does that have to do with a baby? You have a baby that doesn't survive. There is something to be learned from it. Maybe not in a scientific way, maybe just in your personal life. What can you do to make this child's life mean something? It's like if I had a child and it passed away, I would mourn. You're damn right I would mourn. But I would eventually come to this point to where, because I do this with everything. What is God's purpose for this happening? God is giving me this choice. Am I going to do bad with this and be bitter and be mean and take it out on everybody and be a complete idiot? Or am I going to push the health issue that took my child? Am I going to start a foundation, a nonprofit? Am I going to start doing something positive? Or am I going to sit and I moan and complain? It's that way with everything in our lives. And that's what a lot of people are losing track of. Everything happens when God wants it to. It's like if you want to get a new job, you know what your passion is. You go for that job. Excuse me. You go for that job. The only thing you have left to do is pray about it. And you pray, dear God, if this job is where you want me, then let it be so. Thank you in the name of Jesus. Amen. If that job is meant for you, it will be there. And if not, he's going to bring something else to you. I promise. If it's a house, if it's anything, someone that you want, you're lonely and you want somebody to come into your life. That's the way you pray about it. You don't dwell on it. You put that trust in God, because He says, He promises, and He never breaks His promise. And He says He will never forsake you. He's never going to turn His back on you. You know, you're going to go through life and you're going to have people that just crap all over you, try to hurt you, but those people are not, there's something going on. They need to find Jesus. Because God is never, ever going to leave you behind. He's never going to forget you. He's never going to lead you wrong. I've told people before, everything that you want to know about anything in this world, any decision, it's in the Bible. Everything you need to know is in that book. And I believe that. And I believe everything happens in His time. He makes those decisions. If you put your issues into His hands, and believe me, there are so many times that I say, oh God, take this, because I can't take it. I can't deal with this anymore. You've got to take this from me and do what you will with it. And He does. Every single time. Every time. And it's like I've been saying, and this is not going to be about any particular person, okay? But I am going to say, it's like with the Summer Wells coming up missing. Why did this happen to her? What is the point of all this? Well, I'll tell you. Something is going to happen in Summer's name that is going to prevent this from ever happening again. Or at least it will become some kind of law that will try to prevent it. Look at Adam Walsh and John Walsh. His son was murdered. And they didn't give up on life. They didn't go postal and start shooting everybody up. And they didn't stray away from God either. When you get down to that point, it's like hitting rock bottom. Then that's when people cry out for God. Why is that? Because He's the only one that can help. He's the only one that can help. All life is precious. And I know that it's not really something I can personally agree with. But if somebody truly accepts God and Jesus into their soul, all totally, 100%, nothing less, even if they were a serial killer or a child predator, and they actually repent everything, they take responsibility for everything that they did. And they totally, without a doubt, and God is the only one that can judge that. But if they totally accept Jesus, they may just be up there in heaven, because God is good. God forgives. We're not good. We don't forgive people, but we have to. We have to. The things that happened to my little girls, I had to forgive the people that did those things, because God told me to. He put it in my heart. And when you actually know Jesus, you believe in God, without a doubt, without a single doubt in your mind, He will speak to you in your heart. And it's not like I'm hearing voices. That's not what I'm saying. But you have, before I was saved, before that, when I was, younger, I couldn't read the Bible, couldn't understand a word I was reading. But once I was saved, oh man, I could read everything. I could understand everything. The grass was greener, the sky was bluer, the sun was brighter, and I am not kidding. I am 100% telling you the truth. And I thought about things completely different. When you do that, when you become saved, and they call it born again, because you are. You see things so much brighter. People need this in their life. I have, being a creator, the reason I started it is because I want to help people. And I want to help people. I really do. That's why I do it. And I don't think it's putting other people's private lives out there is not your job, whoever it is. I don't care who it is. If I want something to be out there, I'll tell it. And if somebody else wants something, like if somebody tells me something, you can break both my legs, I ain't gonna tell you, because it ain't my story to tell. It's like when I do readings, I will tell you little things here and there, but I don't tell you their name, or except for the one person I did. If I do it live here on YouTube, it's out there. So it doesn't matter. But if I do it through email, I don't tell it. That's not my story to tell. That's not my private life to talk about. I am like a vault. I don't tell other people's stuff. But I will tell you everything about God and everything about Jesus, because people need to hear this. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. People are so mean. I don't like it. Hey, all you guys, Marcy. Well, the only way that I know to help people is with my abilities of knowing things and seeing things that's happened like I've done in the past. I don't have anything else to offer anybody. Well, I mean, I don't like to preach, and I can because I get on that almighty soapbox, and I mean, there is nothing cooler to me than hearing people's testimonies. I love it. And I don't even know the people, but I still cry over it because it's every time I go to church, I cry. And it's not because I'm sad. It's not because I'm happy. It's because of the Spirit. And people think that psychics are evil. Well, I don't know about them. I don't know about other ones because we all have a choice that God gave us. God gave every single person on this planet a choice, good or bad. I choose to be good because I know what's waiting for me. I love the Lord. I'm not going to shove the Bible down anybody's throat, but I know what I know gives me such a good feeling. And I don't care. I know for real that Jesus Christ is the one and only Savior. I don't think that men are prophets. I don't think that men can heal you by laying hands on you. If you get to feeling better, it's the Spirit of God, your faith. That's what makes you feel good. Yeah, I've heard that, but if you really look, let's see, it's First Corinthians, I think it's chapter 12 or 16. But God gave certain people these certain powers, and it was to fight his battles back in the day of the First Corinthians. I mean, I could go get my Bible and I can read that to you, but no. See that's why I hid it for so long. Because people think it's bad. And like I said, some are bad. I choose not to be. We can't do anything in our lives that are good without God. We can't move on and quit being bitter and I'm just so glad that I know him and that one day I will be able to walk with him. The thought of that just makes me very happy. I just hope that somebody that needs this little spiel will hear it so that they can be saved. Maybe they'll think twice about arguing with each other. And I don't get into that drama stuff. I'd rather stay over here by myself because I know good people are definitely going to watch. Because this is for good and it's for God, and He will make sure that the right people get it. He'll make sure that the right people get this message. And whenever I go somewhere and somebody says something to me about the Bible, I will stand there and talk to them because I know I can feel their energy, and I know if it's a true Christian person. I can tell if it's not a true Christian person. That's how I know who to talk to. I mean, everybody has this sense about people. I don't have a very good feeling about that guy. And if you don't get that feeling, I wish that you would. I pray that you do. There are a lot of people that do things that put themselves in a difficult situation, a dangerous situation. Like walking home alone and it's dark. I don't know. People need to wake up. It's time to wake up. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Yep, I believe too, Karen. Everybody has a plan, or God has a plan for every one of us. Yeah, we tend to get wiser as we get older. What I'm seeing on YouTube now is a lot of middle school stuff, and that's why I don't watch it. I mean, I see them arguing, go somewhere else. God says stay away from people like you. If you read the Bible, you know that. Well, it doesn't really actually say that, but you can't handle the drama either. Yeah. Well, and you definitely, I mean, it does. It drags you down. It gives you a negative energy instead of a positive one. I think we have enough of that at home, don't we? Yeah. Well, if it does come to an end, Karen, tell you what, I know I wouldn't care because I know where I'm going, and I know that's a paradise. Yep. I have been watching a lot of stuff that Jenna's been putting out. I've been watching a lot of Burnt Toast because she is so funny. I don't know. I try to watch stuff that's funny. And I love cat crime chat crime and coffee. I can never remember how it's worded, but I love her because she is so calm and she's so smart. She got her little thing going on whenever she was on Emma's all the time. Hi, Anna. And everybody just likes the drama. So bring it on. Yeah, Cat's really nice. Yeah, I've been saving videos that I've seen so that I can highlight the highlights for you guys. Or I might just send them to Burnt Toast. Hello, Anna. Who here watches Jana? The one that came from Ziggy's. If you watched Jana that came from Ziggy's, give me a 1. Just push a 1 in there. Who watches Ziggy? Give me a 1 if you watch Ziggy. Jana's channel is called Jana's Journey. You watch both of them, Julie. Marcy. I'm just curious. Anybody in here watch Ziggy? Put a 1 up. You do? Okay. You watch both of them. What, you found me through Ziggy's channel? What do you guys watch? If you don't watch Jana, you don't watch Ziggy much. I mean, who are you guys following? Who are you watching? Oh, Marcy. If you didn't have any bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all. But we'll pray for her. If there's no brain activity, they're going to take her off of life support, right? I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want someone that I loved to suffer. You know what I mean? I watch Ziggy off and on. Depends if they have drama. They always have drama. What are you talking about? That's just the way Ziggy wants it. She wants a drama channel, so. If there's not drama, somebody will bring it into the chat. Well, yeah, I understand it's up to God, but if she doesn't have brain activity, Marcy, if she's on, obviously, if there's no brain activity, she wouldn't be able to breathe on her own. So she's got to be on ventilators and stuff keeping her alive. So therefore, if they unplug her, I know it's terrible. To have 2 little bitty girls, but you know what? Like I said earlier, there is a purpose, there is a time, there is a reason for everything. I mean, God knows what's going to happen. And a lot of people will say, well, why does God put these children into a home with bad parents like Dawn and Candace or whatever? Well, there is a reason for everything. I'm sorry, Marcy. And you know, that's that's the thing too, is like I like to watch the animals too. And I've seen a lot of like animals and these animals hunting each other and all this stuff. And I think, oh, no, 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 because I love animals. And then I think, oh, Sherry, it is nature. It is the way of life for them. That's just what it is. It's always been this way. This is how it works. God made it this way. I know. That's what I'm going to do when I get in heaven. I'm taking care of all the animals. You wait. Some things we will never know the answers to. We have to just put everything in God's hands. That's absolutely right. Yep. Because if you love Him and you trust Him and you believe in Him with all your soul and you don't wander from that, He will help you. So true. That's a very good point. But He knows. God knows. God knows everything. It's just like people can do things and hide from other people or cameras or whatever. God is the only one. You cannot escape. You cannot hide from Him. He knows it all. I would die for Him. I would die for Jesus. But instead, He died for me and all of you. And God knew it. God knew why He put His Son here. He knew exactly what was going to happen to Him. And Jesus was hanging on that cross and says, Father, why have you forsaken me? He didn't. And He knew that He didn't. Because He rose 3 days later. God is good, I will tell you. He's never going to leave you like some people do. He's never going to lie on you, cheat on you, steal from you. That's awesome. He's the only one that you can actually really trust. And if you trust Him, He will tell you who you can trust and who you can't. He'll put that in you to where you can understand. He will give you that feeling in your gut. And that's what I'm saying. My abilities come from that. I have just been way blessed with a lot more than a lot of people have. But it's because I come from that line. I mean, it's on both sides of my family. And I think being Cherokee, Choctaw, and Creek Indian has something to do with it. Because Indians, Native Americans, very spiritual people. A lot of people are. But I was raised with the Indian traditions. I'd say, well, is it going to rain? My mom would say, go outside and look at the sky. watch the animals. That was a big thing. Watch the animals. She probably just wanted to get me out of the house. But yeah, that's how the Native Americans knew stuff a long time ago by watching the animals. Yep, he will never let you down. Yep. I think spreading the message of God and Jesus Christ is more important than fighting and blocking each other and doxing each other and all this stuff that people are doing to each other. Why? Even Ziggy blamed me for starting crap on her channel. I didn't start anything. I have actually downloaded that video. It was probably her only 12 or 11-hour live. I was up on panel first, and then somebody came up there and she was talking, and she was saying that, that she didn't have anything to hide and all that. And so I calmly asked her side of the story. And Ziggy said I was starting shit. No, I wasn't. If I was starting shit, believe me, I'd be all over YouTube. Because being a psychic, I know how to make my voice known. I know how to make a lot of things known. And all I was trying to do when she said that to me was I was trying to get her and another person to talk and stop fighting. So sue me. I wanted to make people get along. That's what I wanted. I don't see how she does it either on the 11 and 12-hour lives. I'm the one who told her in that 11-hour live I was on that she needed to start watching her chats, because she never watched her chat. She never knew what the hell was going on in chat. She never said hi to people. I mean, maybe there at the beginning, but she never. Well, I'm starting shit now, ain't I? I can feel it coming. Mark my words. Mark my words. But even though this is going to come back to bite me, I don't give a damn. My friend now, I guess ex-friend, started stuff at Christmas. Anna, do you mean are you talking about Jenna? Anna, if you're talking about Jenna, sorry, um, just reach out to her. See, the first time I saw Ziggy was because Emma, Crime Stories Obsessed, sent me a text and said she was going to be on there on the panel as a guest. So, as her supporter, I went over there to watch it. I couldn't watch it. I think Prayer Garden was up there. I don't like her at all. She is sneaky. Yeah, it's the Jenna you know. Oh, Doug? I don't know what happened with that. What happened with Doug? Oh, hi, Karen. Um, well, I went on a preaching spew um, about religion, and now we're talking about the gossip crap that I hate so much. Jenna is my sister. Oh, hi. She's your sister. I didn't get to be with her during Christmas and left her a message. Oh, okay. Yeah, I talked to her just right before I came on here. She called, text me because we've talked on the phone and stuff. So, oh, but anyway, Crime Stories Obsessed was on there, and I couldn't watch it. It was just too much going on. It was just there was too many people talking at the same time, and I can't handle that. I mean, I already hear spirits talking at the same time, and I have to make them go away. I can't handle it on YouTube too. Hey Jenna. Hi honey. We was just talking about you. Um there's your sister right up there. um Jenna, if you want to come up here, I can give you a link. I'm already in trouble for spewing a bunch of shit anyway. Jenna, if you want to come up here, just tell me and I'll drop the link for you. Okie dokie. Yay! This is going to be fun. I like it when people come up. Let's see. Oh, invite. Here are my dogs. Sorry, guys. They're outside. Can't help it. I can't help it. Come on. Dylan taught me how to do this. Such a good kid. And I'm doing it wrong. There. I'm bad. Okay. Jenna. But anyway, whenever I saw, I tried to watch Ziggy one more time, and I saw Jenna up there. Here she is.
Hi,
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. Um, did you happen to hear my preaching?
I didn't actually. I'm sorry. When you had
Oh,
messaged me, I had just woke up.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you made it up here.
Yeah. I just had to walk my dog really quick and let him get out and get a little bit of exercise.
Yeah. Yep. We were oh, let's see. I was doing some preaching and talking about how people need to get along and the crap that was going on Christmas Day of all things. Um and they needed God in their life, you know?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Ziggy in a pretty good while now. I can't because, like I said, there is too much shit going on. I can't take it. Um, the fighting and all that. But that's the way Ziggy wants her channel. She wants a drama channel. She instead of just ignoring the comments that come in saying so and so talked about me. Well, who said that about me? Who said what about me? I mean, all that's going to do is just cause more crap.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't watch drama channels no more. I can't do it.
Uh-uh.
It's just too energy draining, and I
Yeah,
can't allow
it
myself to do that.
it takes your it takes your mood down. But some people get off on that, I guess.
They do.
But it's like middle school to me.
It is. It's a bunch of middle school. How I don't know how people can get off of watching people being bashed. I know that I've made my mistakes and I will admit my mistakes, you know,
Yeah.
um, for reacting to those.
Yes, but isn't that your place to
Yes,
say what you want to say
right,
and not have somebody else do it for you?
right.
Yeah.
And you're going to be bashed because I'm on your panel now. So just
Well,
please be
I
careful.
I already have. You heard about what Ziggy said or the other day
I didn't,
that I started shit with Tiffany, and I didn't.
I didn't, I didn't hear that. I don't
I
watch
mean,
your channel.
I downloaded the live stream, so I have it. So I
Wow.
can prove that I didn't start anything.
I don't have no problems with any creators. I think that people should be able to watch whoever they want to watch.
Yes, they should.
You know,
It's called patriotism.
right,
Yeah.
right. But it's just a little bit too much right now. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And you are so forgiving. And see, the second time that I tried to watch Ziggy, I seen you up there.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, I like her, you know? And so I was watching a little bit, not a lot, but I was watching a little bit because you were up there. Because it seemed like you were the only mature one up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but
No, it's fine. It's fine. I understand what you're saying. But I understand that's the type of show she likes to have. You know.
yeah. Yeah, she's a drama channel and but she needs to drama about other things than people's private lives.
Yes,
And
I agree.
I did hear, I went back today and I looked up Prayer Garden where she played the telephone recording of Ziggy saying that she did it.
It's actually on my community page.
Well, I actually went back. See, I don't like Prayer Garden, I don't, and that's just, you know,
Yeah, well, I love her. She's still, we all have our opinions, you know.
well, maybe she's changed, but I know she for a long time she was just feeding off of Ziggy's drama channel
Yeah.
and she was just causing all kind I mean, she was lying out her butt.
Yeah. Well, I know that she has been to combat for me.
Yeah.
And she you have to see where she's coming from. I know a lot of people don't know where she's coming from, but Prayer Garden has been attacked. She was on that platform over there, and she was being attacked left and right, left and right, left and right. And I even attacked her from the beginning because that's what Candace sent me to do, was to expose who she was.
Wow.
And
I didn't hear about that. Fill me
yeah.
in, because I
Well,
don't know.
I didn't know about YouTube creators, and I was just like trying to figure out who was on this panel talking, because it was like, I had Summer's name in the title, so anything with Summer's name in the title I watch, and
Right.
I was like, I sent a screenshot to Candace, and I said, who is this? And she said, that's who that is, Prayer Garden. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go up there. She said, okay. She wants me to go up there and expose who she really was. So me and Prayer Garden actually went head to head, and I felt so bad after everything had done died down. I mean, like, I just feel really horrible because I knew I was wrong. I should not have went up there and went after her, but Prayer Garden took a beating on Ziggy's panel.
Do you remember, like the date that was or anything? I'd like
Um,
to go back and look at that if it's still up.
it's actually October. She has deleted every video. I've already
Really?
went and looked. Yeah, she deleted every video but her last three.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to help if somebody's actually downloaded it.
No, it's not going to happen if you got the downloading, if you got the video, record, if you got the recording and stuff like that, because you can screen record too. So even if it's gone, you still have that screen record, you have the download, and
Do you have it, or does Prayer Garden have it?
no, I have a lot of screen records because I'm actually in a legal.
Yeah.
I
I
don't want to talk too much about it right now on
Yeah,
the panel, but I'm in like
that's
a legal um, case right now against all this stuff that's going on YouTube. So
and want to do a session with me. You want a reading? Is that what you're
um,
saying?
I don't do readings.
No, this lady, your sister, Anna. I guess that's your sister. Uh Anna Hearn.
No.
She said she was your sister, I thought. That's the way I read it. But
Okay, I don't know. It
I
might be
don't know.
some. It might be.
Um Anna, if you're talking about a reading, there's a little video, you can find it on my homepage, that explains how to go about getting that done. You can look at that.
It could
Um,
possibly be some relative of mine that
she
has
said she
made.
didn't get to spend time with you. Hi,
That's
Janet,
that's correct.
for Christmas.
I didn't get to spend no time with none of my family on Christmas.
Let's see. She's Jenna Hearn or Anna.
No,
Anna. I'm sorry, Anna Hearn. She says, "Oh,
no,
Jenny." She
Jimmy
said,
her.
"Jenny is my sister. I didn't get to be with her during Christmas, and left her a message on her phone, but no callback."
Oh, she said no. Jenny is her sister.
Oh, well,
She
okay.
might have mistaken me for Jenny.
Oh, okay. I'm
So
lost. Okay. But yeah, I do readings all the time. I even do them on live streams.
really,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not. I used to do like stuff like that, but I don't no more. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm
Jenna,
not.
I am a Christian. I believe
Yeah,
in God. I believe my soul belongs to Jesus Christ.
most definitely. Amen.
And there's nobody ever gonna change my mind about that.
Right. Right.
And I do know and I believe that he blesses certain people with certain gifts.
He does. It says in the Bible he does.
And there is also a place in the Bible that explains um, him giving certain people certain powers. And it's
Right.
not that I'm saying I got all these powers or anything, but um, it's just something that I just know. And
Right.
if I tell you what, well, no, you can't tell me. I was going to tell you what I thought happened to Summer, and you could tell me, but I won't go there. Just tell me whatever's on your mind.
Um, I can feel things as well. I am blessed with gifts as well.
Yeah, you're because it's the Indian in you.
Yeah.
That's what my mama used to always say.
Yeah, my mom my mama she's full-blooded Cherokee Indian, and she still is.
Yeah,
But I just my nieces and stuff like that, the rest of my family, they still do the native traditions and the
yeah.
native stuff like that.
Oh man, I miss going to powwows.
I love it. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
I know. I could just live there.
Yeah,
It's
it's
awesome.
really beautiful. But I just didn't know. I know you text me. You said you wanted to talk to me if I would want to come up or anything. So I didn't know if anything was
Yeah.
going on.
No, nothing's really going on. I didn't know if you wanted to was I mean, because I didn't know if you was gonna do a live here in a little while or what.
Yeah, I might, I don't know, to be honest with you, I might do a live. I'm just sitting back and relaxing right now and just, watching everything because I've had a lot of stuff go on. People are cloning other people and
Yeah.
I've got so many emails today about someone made a clone, like a person of them, and they're like, they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. It's got to stop,
Yeah.
you know.
It seems like that should be some kind of illegal or something.
It is. It infringes your rights as a YouTube person. No one should be able to use your picture or your name for
Right.
evilness, especially for evilness. I mean, for nothing. Period.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. I tell anybody that comes to my channel, just be careful of just be careful.
Yeah.
I can weed out the bad ones, because my channel is not about the clicks or the views or the anything like that.
Yeah.
But I just do not like people being threatened or like bothered because of me.
Yeah.
So
So I was reading now that one you did it was your last video, I guess, was 3 hours. So I've been been watching it in sections, and somebody in the chat said you should keep it subscriber mode all the time.
yeah,
Do you think you will?
I don't know, to be honest with you, because last night what I did is I set the timer that you had to be a subscriber for 20 minutes. So
Mhm.
it lets me know who is subscribed. But see, the thing about it is, see, I do a lot of research. I go into different chats and I
Mhm.
see who's talking,
Mhm.
and then they're blocked. So they cannot come to my channel and talk.
See, I do that too. Is that called trolling?
It is called trolling, to be honest with you, but it's trolling in a good way because you don't want that negativity being brought to yourself.
Right.
And
Right.
if you're going into a chat and causing problems, that's bad trolling. But when you're trying to protect yourself and your channel, that's not bad trolling. That's good trolling.
Hmm.
So,
Well,
but
I do it because I mean, I recognize different people go into different places, which is perfectly normal and it's fine.
yes,
Um,
I'm sorry, my daughter's calling me. I'm gonna have to come back out and come back in, okay?
okay. Okay. Hey, what's going on? Haven't seen you too often, Janet, since you work all the time. I subscribed to you just now. Oh, bless your heart. I'll have to tell Anna when she comes back. No, I thought you were her sister. I misunderstood. I kind of thought maybe that's what you called her was Jenny. Um, yeah, we didn't really do anything for Christmas either. We had a nice dinner though, which was nice. Not too good, huh? What's been going on? Janet, aren't you the one that lives in Louisiana? I know I probably ask you this all the time. Hey, Jana.
Hey, I'm sorry, my daughter was calling me.
No, that's fine. Um, there is a lady here, Anna Hearn, that says she just subscribed to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, my channel is a little different. I don't do it. I'm not a true crime person. I got too close. I don't, I've always watched true crime on YouTube. I never knew about, creators who do true crime. My daughter's calling me again. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna come back out and
Okay.
come back in, okay?
Okay. Poor Jenna. But she is very sweet. I mean, I've talked to Jenna on the phone a lot. And oh, there she is.
I'm sorry. Every time I get a phone call, it knocks me off a StreamYard.
Oh, that's okay.
It's like I cannot hear you, or I don't know. But tell her thank you. Anna, I appreciate that. My
Anna, thank
channel
you
is a
very
little
much
different.
from Jenna. Yeah, she's with me. Most of the people in here are women. Actually, I don't hardly ever see a man in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I got some men in my channel. I don't know. I mean, I know some of them, but some of them I don't know. So I don't know. As long as
And
they keep it nice in my chat, I'm good.
yeah,
You know.
and there's probably a lot that watch and they just don't comment.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I just give a little variety, I guess.
Now I do. Okay. Can you explain to me what happened the night that you came to my live and all that, if you don't mind me asking?
The night that I came to your live,
Yeah.
and what happened? I don't know what you're talking about though.
Really?
Yeah,
Do you email me? You email me, don't you?
I have.
Something. Some.
I haven't emailed you anything.
You have not emailed me anything.
No, I
Wow.
text you. Oh God, what happened?
Well, I got an email that I thought was from you.
Um, I'm gonna check. I got my iPad. I can check. See, I have 3 different emails.
Yeah.
But normally, if it has anything to do with YouTube or anything like that, I
It,
use
it was
my
just something about what happened in my channel one night when all that chaos was going on, and a person was actually, it was one of my mods. that was causing a lot of problems because I didn't know who
Oh,
this mod was.
okay.
And
I remember that night or day.
yeah, my mods are not like that. I trusted this girl to be a mod, and I seen that there was a lot of confrontation in my chat against my mod, towards my mods. And see, all my mods have been with me since day one, since before I even had a channel. And this one is a new one, you know. But I had to block her, and then when I blocked her, she actually sent me a threatening message.
Ew.
So now I'm seeing her in somebody else's chat and stuff like that. But she's
Wow.
actually a mod on another channel. So,
Well, I'm
but
scrolling through my email stuff. Most of it's junk. Um Ads and stuff. Do you remember what day that was by any chance?
it was last week. I think it was. It had been last week because that's when I blocked this certain mod on my channel because she was causing a lot of confrontation in my chat. And my chat normally goes smooth. I watch my chat. My mods watch the chat, and it was just so argumentative in my chat that night.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, it was like, what is going on?
Well, as far as what my phone is telling me, there's only 8 people in here watching. So, but Jenna, you are growing like weed. Um and I'm sure that's not helping. You
No,
know what
it's
I
not
mean?
helping.
That jealousy monster's head keeps popping up, I think.
Yeah, it does. But see, the thing about it is, my channel isn't about money.
I
It's not
know.
about, it's not about money. I don't want money or nothing like that. So I don't see why anybody would be jealous of me. And my channel is not a true crime channel.
Well, it's just because you are just um it's like I was talking earlier about good and evil.
Yeah. And that's what's going on right now. I see that.
Right. And it seems like I don't know if I texted it to you.
I love you, baby. I don't think you texted this. I got your text message today, and that was the first text message I got from you in a while.
Huh. See, I am not seeing anything that I don't know.
It's fine. It's no problem. I meant because obviously, if it wasn't you, someone sent me an email that said they were you.
But how can they do that?
Because people watch my chats, and like I have told all my subscribers that are in my chat that come in there to actually engage in chatting, be careful, because right now is something going on. It will soon be resolved, but all this stuff, this bullying and this fake imitation of people, it's got to be stopped.
Okay, the only thing that I see here with your name on it, I said to you, don't ever, and this was in a comment, like me writing in your comment section,
Yeah.
and I said, don't ever let anyone or no one have the power over you, or something like that.
Okay.
And you sent me, it says, Jenna Hyman loves your comment.
Okay. Wow.
And see this. Okay. That's why I thought that was your sister, because her name, see, Hearn, and yours look very similar.
Yeah, Hyman is not my last name. That was my ex-husband, my children's father.
Okay.
And see, I've had this YouTube page for so long, so I just now just changed my channel name because I didn't want it. I didn't want that last name out there. That's not my last name no more. I've gotten
Yeah.
remarried. But thank you all who subscribe to my channel. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Jenna is really a sweet person. I mean, I trust you wholeheartedly. And everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does things. We've all done things.
Yes.
And as far as little piddly lies to keep from like hurting someone, or I mean, to an extent I can see it, you know.
Yeah,
And you have a lot of things you can't tell.
yeah I do.
So, and that's a big burden for you.
In time I can tell.
Yeah.
Just not right now.
Yeah.
It's time will come where I can tell everything. But
Well, I'd like to tell you what I think. Not I mean, I could be wrong, but my feeling is Summer got into something that she shouldn't have. In my first video that I made, I said that Candace took her breath. Now, I didn't know how, but I see things differently. It's like if Spirit shows me her breath being taken, that could be in several different ways. But I see that she got into something that she probably shouldn't have, ingested it, maybe.
yeah.
Okay. Then I feel like she was asleep, but she was so asleep, she could not wake up to get out of that truck. And I feel like Candace left her in there, which is why I see that Candace was responsible for this.
Correct.
And then, of course, she lets her mother know. Her mother takes care of Summer. I believe that with everything in me. I think her mother took charge of that situation, and she told Don this story, and he maintains that story, but I think he eventually found out from Candace. And I feel like when Don is arrested and goes to Utah, Candace is going to crumble.
Oh yeah.
She's going to fall apart, and she is going to spew everything.
Yes.
Now, I feel like Summer is still on that property. She is buried
Yep.
either under one of those sheds out there or in a well or something. She's on the property. She even told me that she is close to her house. So, what do
Wow.
you think about what I've said?
Um. Well, I was on the phone with Candace when Don came in the house. And said that Grandma spilled everything. You know, and told everything what happened. And what Grandma said was that Summer wasn't feeling well on the way home from, I guess, that day.
Because she was drugged, I think. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Don't
you're
tell
fine.
don't tell anything you're not supposed to. I'm
No,
just kind of wanting to know, am I is my abilities on the right track?
you're on the right track. Um, you are, a little bit, most definitely. I I feel that she's on that. Not. directly on that property, but somewhere close to that property.
Yeah.
Um, we all want to have hope that she's still alive,
Yes, I know. God, I know.
but Summer and Candace did not get out of the vehicle that day. She called Dawn, and
Now, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it was this just a story that Candace told? Because anything that
no,
comes out of their mouth, I don't believe it.
no, it's not. It's a story that somebody got in touch with the real grandma, and grandma confided in them,
Emma?
and yes, that was the real
Yeah.
grandma. I was on the phone that day with Candace on FaceTime when Don did not know I was on the phone. He came in freaking out, and he was cussing, saying, "Your mama has told everything." And she looked at me like she did not want me to hear it, and you should have seen her face. But he was steadily freaking out, steadily cussing. And then that's when I went and looked, because she's like, "I gotta let you go. I gotta call my PIs." And I went and looked at what was being told, and that actually was grandma. The way they all reacted that day
Yeah.
when that happened, you could tell the guilty in them. You could just hear it, you could sense it, you could see it.
Well, yeah. See, Don is a professional liar,
Oh
and
yeah,
that's
most
why he's
definitely.
the one that's talking and being on camera. Candace is not good at lying. I mean, she's a great actress, but
Yeah, most definitely.
Dawn is so scared she is going to open her mouth, and that's why Grandma left, was because they didn't want Grandma spilling the beans. But I think she did when she was gone.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't want to say
Yeah.
that I know for sure or anything like that, but I can't say right now. But I think so as well. Um, but yeah, Candace called Dawn, supposedly taking Summer to the hospital, and Candace met. I don't know if she met with Dawn or she met with someone else, but Candace returned home by herself. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I see Grandma taking care of Summer's body.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. And I know, and I said on June 26th is when I made my first prediction, or whatever you want to call it, about Summer.
Yeah.
And I felt like Grandma took Summer's body with her. But then when I talked to Summer, she told me, I asked her if she was close to home, and she said yes.
Yeah. I think she's close to home.
That way they can watch to make sure nobody finds her,
Right.
and they know where she is.
Just know that this summer is nationwide now.
Yeah.
Um, just know that they're not going to stop. They have different people in different states all over the United States of America working on this case. Um, I can't go into this phone call, but I did receive a phone call, and she let me know that she is working on this case, and um, it will be something's going to happen very soon.
Yeah. I
So
believe that. And it's like I said, I think when Dawn goes to Utah to deal with those things over there, I believe Candace is going to crumble.
yes, Candace cannot take pressure.
She can't be without Dawn.
No,
She depends on him.
she does, and it's a sad situation, but it's time for it to come to an end.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, most definitely.
There was something I was going to ask you. Um, do you think, whoa, I don't know what happened upstairs. Do you believe that Dawn was grooming Summer?
Mm, I don't want to speak on that.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. You don't have to.
I do have a thing on that, but I just can't speak on it.
Well, my personal opinion is that I feel that way. But when I asked Summer, "Do you miss your mommy?" She said no. And I said, "Do you miss your daddy?" And she was like, kind of.
Mm,
And I think it's because Dawn paid attention to her and loved on her and stuff, even though it wasn't all good.
yeah,
But I keep hearing, I don't know if you can enlighten me at all, but I keep hearing in videos, Hunter said it, Candace has said it many times, and Dawn has said it many times about her swing. What
yeah.
the hell is up with this swing?
That's just her place. That's just her place she loved to be at. You know,
Somebody said it was her babysitter.
it could have been. To be honest with you, it could have been. Um, that was just something she loved to do. She was a little tomboy. You know, She's a beautiful little baby.
Yes, she is.
And she's captured the heart of many,
Yeah.
many, many.
Well, I feel that because of Summer, there is something going to change. Something's going to happen. Something big. It's big. Is
Yes,
going to happen.
it's very big.
It's something big is going to happen
Yes,
for other children to
yes,
not have to go through this.
right. It's about to happen. Just keep praying, keep holding on. It's about to happen.
Yep.
I know that. I do know
Marcy
that.
says the world loves Summer. Yes, we all do.
Yeah. And all these other little babies that are out here missing, the ones that just, I mean, it's just sad.
Yeah.
They're so little. That's why I say keep your babies close to you. You know,
Yeah.
and if you don't want them, take them somewhere. Don't just get rid of them. Like they're a piece of trash.
Right.
There's a lot of women out here, a lot of families out here that can't have children. They would love to take in your child.
You know, we thought about fostering kids at one time. And I told my husband, I said, I don't want babies. Everybody wants a baby. And I
Right.
can't I can't run after babies anymore. I'm
I
I'm
know.
I'm 55. So, and I got, a lot of like bone issues, but I would want teenagers. I know that sounds crazy,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't want older kids.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
that's a good thing.
and and
A lot of
I don't
adoption
believe
agencies.
you should not separate children. You
Right.
know, if there's 5 in a group, then you take all 5. If you can't take all
Exactly.
5, don't take them at all. I wouldn't want my children separated.
Right. Me neither. I do not want. I still having a hard time of my children growing up and soon leaving the nest, and I'm having that issue. But I try to keep mine with me at all times. I know they're grown, but it's just I want them to be up under my wing at all times.
Yep. And that's true. I mean, even when they get teenagers, you still have to be on them, you
Oh
know?
yeah, most definitely.
because then they're going to start driving. And, my son never go. I mean, very rarely does he ever go anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, he goes to work, and I live out in the middle of nowhere. To go to Walmart or a town, you drive an hour to get there, get your
Right.
stuff, and drive an hour home. I mean, it's out in the middle of nowhere. And I like it that way in a way because I feel safe. But I've told my son, it's my job as a parent to keep you safe and alive
Right.
until you're out of my house.
Right. Well, I
So,
mean, I still, even though mine are still grown, I'm like, I still like they have like a tracking. I track them everywhere they go. I still monitor their phones. It's just there's so many predators out there that you have to be very cautious of. And I teach my children about safety and stuff like that. But
yeah. Well, and there's even grown men that come missing, or go missing.
right,
So if somebody can make a grown man go missing, they
right,
sure as hell can get a kid.
right. It's sad.
I know. I mean, nobody is off limits anymore.
No, it's not. Anybody they want to target just for out of pure evilness. It's just really sad and sickening, this world that has become.
Yeah. It was bad when I was a kid. And I remember this.
Baby.
I was like 4 years old, and I used to go to this shack and play. And it was next to the railroad tracks on this dirt lot across the street in California where we lived.
Yeah.
And I made a little playhouse out of it. And I mean, I'd stay gone for hours. I know I did. And I'd go home. And then I went in there one day, and all my stuff was all messed up. And I got scared, and I ran home. And my mom said, "Oh, some bum's probably been sleeping in there."
Hmm.
And I thought, at my age, I was like 3 or 4. I thought to myself, then why are you letting me go over there alone and play? Do you know what could have happened to me?
Right.
And I did ask her once I grew up, and she said, things weren't like that back then. And I thought, bullshit.
Well, I mean, when I was growing up, well, I grew up secluded. I grew up on a farm. It was like a pasture. It was
Yeah.
like that's what I grew up on. I didn't leave. I didn't get to go nowhere. We didn't do nothing, like that.
Yeah.
We didn't really have much money. My mom, but I didn't really go nowhere. I was always stuck me and my sister was always stuck, but all my sisters were trying to stuck, protecting my mom because of what she went through.
Before 10, can we go get double the batteries for this?
Yes. I'm sorry, my baby girl. Well, she's not a
Because
baby.
it vibrates.
Okay.
Well, see, whenever you were on Ziggy's panel, and I told you that you didn't have young kids like Ziggy, I saw Ziggy's daughter as much younger, like 8 years old. And I saw your kids teenagers. To me, when I see things, I mean, I see things as like your kids are older. So I was not seeing them as little kids.
Yeah, they're not little. I wish they was.
That was the good times, wasn't it?
It was like I could hold them and keep
Kiss
them
on
and
them and
Like now it's like, okay, mom, I'm gone. I'll be back in a little bit. And I was like, okay, well, make sure you keep your phone on you at all times and don't make sure you wear your seatbelt and no texting and driving and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Make sure you lock your doors and
right. Make sure
yeah.
when you get to stop signs, make sure you watch your surrounding areas. Do not text and walk, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay alert. And
Right.
don't do you, when your kids go out, do you send a couple at a time?
I do. They don't go out alone. They
Yeah.
do not go out alone.
Yeah. That's good.
I will not allow them to go out alone. My son goes out alone, but my son, um, he's a very strong young man, and he knows how to protect himself, and
Yeah.
yeah. So he's
It's
pretty
kind of
strong.
different. Yeah. And he's 18, so I mean it is kind of
Yes.
different.
So, but yeah, my girls, they do not go out alone. I send them together or with their brother.
Mhm.
They are not allowed to go out nowhere alone. And when they go, they are to be with each other. Do not leave each other. I don't care if they hold hands. They are not to leave each other.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Um my son when he was 16, I felt the need to buy him a stun gun.
I got my kids all one. Don't feel bad.
Okay.
And pepper spray.
Yeah. And I don't know what the law is on carrying that stuff.
It's not illegal. Those are the two things that are not illegal. You have to be 21 to carry and to carry a weapon. But
Yeah.
I did look on the laws of the stun gun and the pepper spray, and they both are legal here in my state. So wherever my kids go, they take their pepper spray and their stun guns.
Well, that's what my son needs for his keychain is some pepper spray.
Yeah, it's real cheap.
Yeah.
Um, but their stun guns just look like flashlights. You can't really tell they're stun guns. So they just carry them around in their pocket, or either, it's very convenient. And as long as they don't sit down and mash the button, they won't. they won't,
Yeah.
they won't shock their booties. But
Um,
you have to teach these kids to protect themselves, and you have to be aware of everything at all times.
yeah, Marcy, I have a bat too. I
I
have a
have
9mm also.
Yeah, I have a 380 and a Glock 40, and then I have my bat. I have I also have a taser. I also have my knives. So,
Yeah. Well,
but
see
I
here,
have my permit to carry. So,
well, where I live, you don't have to be, you don't have to have a carry license
oh
as
really?
long as yes, because we're out in the middle of nowhere, I guess. Um, in the state of Kansas, you it can carry a weapon anywhere in public as long as it's visible.
Okay, well that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, I don't know about like other states like Oklahoma or whatever, but I think Oklahoma you have to have a concealed carry, which is not a problem.
Yeah, I
Um,
have here. We have. I mean, you can have a weapon. It's not illegal here, but to be able to conceal it, you have to have a license.
well, mine's a 9mm semi-automatic weapon with a taser.
Oh
Well,
wow.
it's got that little light, where
Yes.
you can, yeah, whatever that's for. I mean, I know what it's for, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a target.
But
That's a good thing.
I wanted that particular one because it had that side on it.
Yeah. Has that beam on it.
And I got a couple of magazines with it.
Well, that's
Um,
good.
I want uh, a different holster for it than the one it came with, but
Yeah.
They give you this cheap Velcro one. I want a leather one.
I really.
Yeah, I want a nice one.
I keep mine concealed. I have mine in my lockbox so my children cannot get a hold to it.
Yeah,
You know, but like if something happens, it's easy for me to get into to where now if I'm driving alone, of course it's sitting in the seat.
yeah,
But if my kids are around, it's locked up. Because I did have to teach them gun safety. So,
yeah. My son in Oklahoma has several really scary looking assault rifles or whatever they are. He has a lot of different weapons,
yeah,
but he has two little kids, and I am so scared. And I made him promise me that he would keep those guns away from those kids. Because I told him, I said, if something happens, you'll have to live with that for the rest of yourself life.
exactly.
And I don't think he can handle that. I don't think he would make it living with that guilt, you know.
No, that's something that I wouldn't want to even imagine.
Mm-mm. No. Mine has a lock. You know how you take the gun apart and you put the lock in it?
Yes.
Mine has that. And then I have a case that locks too. So,
Okay. Well, that's pretty cool.
and I'm the only one with the key, and that's hidden.
Exactly. Yeah, most definitely. That's pretty cool.
And, you know, I know I called you one day and was really upset, and I would never do that to my son, ever.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes I get so tired of living, you know?
I know it gets hard sometimes. It really does.
And I knew if I called you, you'd understand. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah, I know when we feel like we want to give up and we done hit rock bottom and we don't have nothing else. We feel like we have nothing. We want to just let go.
Sometimes I feel like I want to crawl under a rock.
Yes, and never come out. I know. But just remember, you got to keep pushing.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
say that a lot.
no matter how hard it feels like you don't want to do, you got to keep pushing. You know, it might seem rough right now, but that will pass.
Hey, dream catcher. Yeah, it always does. But you know, when I get like that, I always pray to God because He's really the only one that can help me.
He is the only one that helped me. Not a man,
Right.
nothing. I
Right.
had to lose myself, lost all sense of reality. I wanted to harm myself. I wanted to put myself into a mental institution because I thought I had lost my mind. And God was the one that
Yeah.
made me realize, look, you have a reason to live. This is why you're here. You have children, look to them. That's why you're here.
Yeah. Exactly. It's so true. Because it's like at the beginning, whenever I was preaching, I was saying that He's the only one that will never break His promise. And He's the only one that will never forsake you, never lie on you, never cheat on you, and He will never, ever leave you.
Amen. He
If
will never
you
leave you.
if you trust in Him with all your soul, with no doubt, He will walk with you.
Yes, he'll carry you.
Yes.
When you can't feel like walking, he will carry you. He will. He carried
Mhm.
me, and he's still carrying me.
Yeah. Yeah. And he will. As long as you have faith, he will never let you down. And he's the only one you can really count on. Because if
Amen.
something gets too hard for you, all you have to do is give it to him because he said so. He can take it.
Exactly. Right. But the sad thing about it is we want to hold all these burdens on ourselves.
But
And
that's what he died for.
exactly, we have to learn to give it to him and let it go. But
Right.
sometimes we give it to him, then hold on to it.
Right.
And we
And
have
that
to
and
know that we can't do that.
it won't work that way.
No.
And when you are saved, born again, and you take Jesus 100% into your soul, isn't that the best feeling?
It is. It is. It's
It's like
amazing feeling.
all of a sudden I could read the Bible and understand it. The grass was greener, the sky was bluer, the sun was brighter.
Right.
It was weird. It's like being born again, exactly
Right.
like he says.
And don't mean that you're going to be perfect, because
No,
we're not perfect. No.
we'll never be perfect.
Right. We all fall short, you know.
We're
But
human.
just exactly. Just know
And
that he loves you.
yeah, and he understands that we're going to fall, and
Yes.
he's going to be there to pick us right back up again. And I
Yes.
love that. I love that so much.
You know, in the Bible it states, you train your children up in the right way. They will depart, but they will come back.
Mhm.
And that's
Yeah.
true,
Yeah.
because I was raised, I departed, I came back. And I'm so glad that that was instilled in me as a child.
I'm glad it was too. My first husband's mother taught me a lot. Um, and she didn't like the psychic thing either. But she's the one that told me that it was okay. She knew that I had this ability.
Yeah, my sister has abilities too. She doesn't use them. She can just touch your hand, and she can tell you. She doesn't. You don't have to tell her anything.
I know.
And she all she does is just touch your hand, and it gets too overwhelming for her sometimes.
Oh God, I know.
But she
Because
actually stopped using it because she's going through a lot. She has cancer right now.
it
But
made her sick,
God is a
didn't it?
healer. Yeah, it's a lot to take on when you have a gift.
Yeah,
And
every time that I do a lot of this, readings and stuff, I get sick.
you be knocked down for a couple days.
Well, the last time they thought I had COVID, but I didn't. Um, they didn't know what was wrong.
Yeah.
So,
The last time I don't do readings and stuff like that. I can sense things, but the last time I used my gift that God gave me, I was in the bed for 3 days. I
yeah.
was sick, and I know I still have that gift, the power of Jesus.
Mhm.
I just try to stay away from it, because I'm getting older, and if I have to use it, I will. But I think the only way I would use it if it was on my children or someone close to me.
Yeah.
But it knocks you down. I mean, I was literally knocked down for like 3 days straight in the bed.
Yeah.
But
And
it's through Jesus Christ who gave me that gift.
right. There you go. Amen on that one. See, that's what I keep telling people. It's not a bad thing unless you use it for a bad thing. And this is all I have to give to someone. And I think every creator should be able to give something to their viewers to be able to make them aware of God and his power and be able to help people when they want a reading. All I need is a picture of the person they want read and a first name.
Wow.
And I want their first name only because I want to be able, I feel like spirit is, they're still people. They
Yeah.
still need that respect. And I call them by their name because I think that's proper. And I look into their eyes, I can look into their soul. And
Right.
you would think that because I can do all this, I would know. Well, if you're a real psychic, you would know where Summer's at. Well, I tell you what, the only thing that I know is what Spirit tells me and
Right.
what God allows me to know.
Right. Exactly. I see this Anna Hearn, and I'm reading her story. She needs a lot of prayer and a lot of lifting up.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you can hear it in her voice. She was really close to Dawn and Candace.
I am so sorry. You know, it's sad that when you read, I can feel the pain of people in it.
Yeah. You would think, though, if we know the things that we know, why didn't our lives turn out better?
I know, right? But we
I
all make
think,
mistakes.
well, I
You've
think,
got a lot of people here that I see that need some lifting up
yeah,
and some deliverance. Wow. Yeah, I see that. And
yeah,
it's so your chat is very I pray you can help them because you have some really I feel it is just a lot.
that's why I got my YouTube channel started. My very first video I did, I told people that, it was about COVID and that
Yeah,
it was going to be bad, but it wasn't the end of the world because people were thinking that. And I said, things are going to change. It's never going to be the way that it was ever.
no, it's never
Because
going to be the same.
once something happens like this, it changes everything. And
Just don't be scared.
you just keep going.
You
But
cannot be scared of what's happening right now.
you can't go back. You can only go forward.
Right.
And we've all had some kind of trauma.
Exactly.
My dad was an alcoholic. He used to beat on my mom and
Mm,
sometimes worse. And he was mean to us kids.
yes. I went through that.
But you know what? I still love him.
Yeah.
And I remember a lot of the stories that he would tell. And I do have a lot of his traits.
Yeah, let me see that. I'm aware. I feel the pain from your chat. I want you to know that you have much love, much respect for me. I'm praying for everyone in this chat right now. I feel their pain. But thank you for having me on your panel. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
Jenna, you don't have to leave, and you can come and see us anytime.
Most definitely, I sure will. I just wish I could help all these people. I wish I could, but they seem to be at a right place that you can help them. And
I hope so.
I feel their pain. Y'all just keep holding on. Never let go. You know, regardless of what you went through in life, just know that that was not your fault. It was
No,
not your fault. You know, it's not your fault what you went through.
turn it into something positive.
Really.
Turn it into a strength for you to help other people.
Right. You know, I know people hold on to stuff and we will never forget, but we have to forgive them. We have to forgive ourselves for the hate that we have
Yeah,
and
you
give
have.
is I know forgiving them is a hard thing to do. Forgiving us for the hate is a hard thing to do. But in order for us to grow, we have to be able to do that.
Jenna, it was just like at the beginning of my live tonight. I was telling them that even the things that were done to my girls was so painful. But God told me, He spoke to me in my heart, and He told me, you have got to forgive these people that have hurt you and hurt these girls, because if you don't, it is going to eat your soul up.
Yes, that
And
is
I
true.
forgave them. It was a few days later, but I did. And,
I'm so sorry.
but it was like a weight lifted off of me,
Yes.
and I was able to go on.
Amen.
There
Amen.
for a while, I didn't think I could, because I blamed myself,
Yes.
because those were my girls.
Yes.
And how could somebody do that to them for years? And I didn't
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
How could I not know? How in the hell could I not know? It still bothers me, but
I'm so sorry.
I have forgiven and I have let it go, but I still cry about it.
I know. I know. It hurts. I know it hurts.
But I should have known, of all people. I mean, I can see things in others, but I can't see.
Sometimes
Well,
we're blinded. Sometimes we're blinded in that aspect.
I can see things now, that's going on around here,
Yeah,
and it's gotta change, and the
right.
only way it's gonna change is if I make it change.
Right. You be that voice.
Yeah,
You have that it starts with you and your babies, you know, it's time.
yep.
It's time. I am so sorry. I pray that
But
God gives you the strength to keep pushing.
yeah, but the thing is, I don't know about my oldest one. I haven't seen her And God, 11. Well, no, Dylan was 2. He's 17. So 15 years.
Oh, wow.
And then my other one, she has 3 little boys. Oh my God, she's a great mama. Great
That's
mama.
good. The
Oh,
cycle was broken.
yeah. But it took my oldest one to do that. It took my oldest one to break that pattern.
That
And
curse
she's the one that's so messed up.
does that.
And it,
My older, well, I'm the baby, but the one that has the bit, she can touch you. She broke that cycle, and she is the one that is going through it really bad right now.
yeah.
But I broke the cycle with me, so my kids will not endure what I went through.
There is no way that I could hurt one of my kids, especially like that. Good grief. That's just sick. But
Right.
see, when I got married, I was 14 and my husband was 21. And I mean, I went to therapy, good God, for so many years. It's not even funny. And my doctor died of COVID.
Oh my word! I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I didn't find out till a few months after. I kept trying to get a hold of him and I couldn't get a hold of him. And finally I thought, I'm going to look in the newspaper. And it was on the front page.
Oh,
I looked it up on the internet. But yeah, but he was a good guy. He did help me a lot. And
yeah,
but I think everybody needs counseling and therapy. I really do. Because we all have something, and I think we all need somebody to talk to. And if you I've told people before, reach out to me. Email me.
yeah.
Um
I tried counseling. It didn't work for me. I
well
went to the wrong counselor, I believe.
oh yeah, you got to find one that is going to you got to click with them or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I didn't click with her. Like, you figure people like that would have went through, but this one had not been through what I've been through. So how can you tell me anything?
Right. Right.
How can you tell me any type of step just because you studied it? If you haven't been through it, you cannot tell me.
Exactly. Exactly. And there are so many doctors that are like that. And it really doesn't make any sense. I think the people that have actually been through things are the best ones to talk to because
Right,
they do understand and they can cry with you.
right, exactly.
And sometimes, I mean, especially right now, it's like internet and YouTube, that's all we really have anymore, it seems like.
Yes,
Especially if you live out in the middle of nowhere like I do and Jenna does.
yes. Yeah, I don't watch TV.
I don't either. I don't. It doesn't as long as I have my computer, I'm fine.
Yeah, it's just so much. I watch the news, but I don't want to watch the news because every time you watch the news, it's just something bad.
Yeah.
You know, it's just really
My thing
crazy.
is with I don't know, since I've been getting tablets and kind of moving my way up, now I have a laptop. I have always watched the things that teach me things.
Yeah,
I like to be educated.
right.
There's a lot more on YouTube than arguing, fighting, and doxing, and
Right.
that stuff will bring you down, and that's what you need to stay away from. I have a subscriber that told me she sleeps listening to Ziggy,
Oh my
and
word.
I told her, I said, "You need to stop that right now
Yes, 'cause
because
it's in your
all
mind.
all that's doing when you sleep, you are at your most vulnerable.
Right.
If you sleep with some kind of TV on or anything like that, you are going to subconsciously take
Right.
in whatever is playing.
Yes.
And if you're listening, even if when you're awake, you're taking this in and it's bringing you down. It's bringing your energy down.
Right.
I mean, I'm not.
I sleep playing my Bible. I play my Bible while I'm sleeping.
That's good.
I do not. Because when you're asleep, that's your subconscious mind, and
Yeah.
you don't want to feed your soul negativity.
No. And it's true. I mean, when you're asleep, anything can get in there.
Right.
And if you've been in a negative place all day, what's going to happen when you're asleep? Negative thoughts and things are going to make their way into you subconsciously.
Right. Well, I have to go. I gotta take my daughter.
Okay. I'm sorry, Jenna. I
No,
just
you're
keep
fine.
talking.
No, you're fine. I appreciate you having me up here.
I
Um,
did watch you on Scott H's channel. And you guys, if you want to go over and watch her on Scott H's channel too, and subscribe to Jenna. Jenna is so sweet. You obviously you can tell,
well,
but
I have been painted a bad person, and it's okay. Um, I know who I am,
right.
but
And God's
yeah,
got your back.
right, always. But yeah, Scott H did an interview on me, and I appreciated that. I really did. It was so good.
Yeah.
To be able to. He's got some videos that I sent him that no one else had. So,
Well, I
um,
like to have one person up here at a time because that way you can actually talk without somebody talking over you. I don't like that. And
mm,
Ellen Bethway, I think she said, Jenna.
did she?
I don't
I
know
don't
if you
see
know
it.
her.
Okay, I see her. Yeah.
Well, my Facebook was hacked, so don't. I wouldn't go there on my Facebook. But Anna Hearn is on friends with you on Facebook, I guess.
Am I?
Anna Hearn. Hmm. And
Okay.
Marcy Sneed in here in the comments. She was a friend of Shanann Watts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Elaine, I guess is her. Elaine Bathway.
Yeah, I got accused of being in the Chris Watts case, and I never was. It's so
El-
funny.
Elaine says to Jenna, "You are a beautiful soul inside and out, Jenna. I wish you the best."
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Jenna, we love you here.
I love you guys too, and you have some beautiful people in your chat, and it's amazing. I mean, just know that this too shall pass.
Yes.
It will pass. Just keep holding on, keep fighting, never give up.
Thank you, Jenna.
You're welcome. God bless you all.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Jenna is so sweet. Ah, yeah, I was having a bad day one day and I reached out to her and she called me right back. Yeah, we love Jenna and she's welcome over here anytime for any reason. Yeah, I seen her on Scott H. They were talking about Summer Wells. So what do you guys think about what Jenna had to say tonight? I like Jenna. She's a good person. I can feel it. Yeah, I like Scott H. the way he talks. He has that southern accent thing going on. It's cute. Yes, thank you, Jenna. I was surprised she came up here. I'm glad she did. She's so sweet. Yeah, I don't want to have a drama channel. I think she had a lot of good stuff to talk about. Yeah, hopefully she'll come back. Yeah, I'm going to have to check out more of Scott H's channel. I only watched the one about with Jenna in it. Yeah, many hypocrites claim to be Christian, kind of like Don Wells. He's not on very often. Whatever happened with 423 Chase? Does anybody know whatever happened with that deal? I need to check on that. Well, it's been really nice talking to you guys tonight. Nice having Jenna. And I guess I'll go ahead and end this live. But you guys, pray. Depending on how we live our lives is where we will end up. That's so true. You guys are very welcome. I love you guys, all of you. Stay safe and just thank God every day. Good night, guys.